character designs provided by Demon Artie. Be sure to follow her over on Twitter at ArtieDemon. Want to be first to have access to early artwork, concept sketches, exclusive art that can't be seen anywhere else? Then support Demon Artie over on her Patreon. Link in description below. Welcome everybody back to the Crimson 15 Podcast. I am your host, Crimson Sin. Be sure to check us out over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. Before I start my review, I want to direct you towards where you can get your own copy of Marie Sue. And over on the Etsy page, they have the digital versions are just $3 a piece, which are it's a steal at $3. I've bought comics for $4.99 that are awful, but these are pretty good. You can even get on-demand print versions if you like. There's also a poster here. I have requested stickers, and it hasn't happened yet. Maybe not. But also, if you enjoy these, they're highly recommended for me. If you enjoyed the story and you want to back further, we do have they have a Kickstarter going on right now for the continuation of the series. Right now they're at $1,351, 15 grand's the goal. So plenty of time, 59 days to go as the recording of this review. But yeah, it's gonna get there. Definitely $10 gets you in. You're gonna get all the story. It's gonna be digital. That's the one I'm probably gonna do. Digital is just easier for me to do reviews and get it and everything. But if you want to throw in some more money, you can get like the physical copies, trading cards, mini poster, all that good stuff. And just to go down the Kickstarter, just the art alone is so imaginative. It's just, you just look at this picture in your mind, you make 1,000 stories. And that's just so cool. I love this sci-fi fantasy world that Marie Sue lives in. And she can just, for Rosemarie, this world is cool. It doesn't have to follow all the rules. It is fantastical. It's science fiction. It's fantasy. It's cool. I love the fact that you just see these amazing pictures and you just think to yourself, what cool adventures can we see? And the action is, again, when I reviewed the first issue, I said the lack of action. We get action in the second one, but look at these set pieces here. This is cool. I want to play a video game. I want to get in this power armor and I want to kick some butt. But yeah, definitely check out the Kickstarter. Check out the Etsy page if you want to pick up the digital copies of issues 1 and 2. And definitely follow George over on Twitter. I'll leave links to all these things in the description below and on to the review. Marie Sue issue 2. Right, rhymes, right? This, when I complained about, one of the small complaints I had about the first issue was, we get set up for this like big kind of action set piece and it stops right there. Man, does this issue 2, it's all action. We get story and everything like that, but man, this is just an amazing fight scene. I'm going to struggle with how much I want to show you because I want you to buy this because it's cool. It's awesome and I want you to experience the whole thing and I don't want to give it all away. So I'm going to skip a lot of it, but trust me, if you like action, sci-fi, power suit armors, think Bubblegum Crisis, Vanquish. It's like that, but just it's so dynamic. But we pick up right where we left off, where that pirate guy just got done robbing everyone, and Rosemarie just kind of slams down, and she's ready for a battle. And this world's quirky and it's funny, and I like that. It's a little off. It's a little odd, but it makes sense in this world because she ends up kind of getting into because she's a contractor, kind of like a bounty hunter, and she's not on contract. She's just doing this because it's, the right thing to do. But the pirate guy is like, why even bother with that? I'll just pay you whatever. Just let it steal. Who cares what these rich people think? They got insurance anyways. And she actually honestly entertains the idea, and they do a little back and forth, like, oh, the captain's like, I'll pay you this much, and then but the pirate guy's like, if I pay you, it's tax-free. So that's like back and forth. And Rosemarie's thinking about it. She's mulling it over. She's looking at their bounties. And she's trying to figure out, okay. She comes to the conclusion, just leave everything behind and just leave. And just leave me a little extra money on the side and that'll be the end of it. Of course, they're not going to do that. They're pirates. They don't care. So they send out their big guy. This dude's like a purple Hulk. This guy is huge. I mean, look at the size difference. Boom, jumps on, gets her like in a bear hug type move. Here we go. We don't have much words from here on out. It's all art and it's all action and it's amazing. Be sure to follow George over on his Twitter page because he shares a bunch of this art and he shares as he's making the comic. We get to see a lot of this background stuff and how he gets to this final product. But I remember seeing this. He shared this a long time ago and I'm like, look at this suplex. You can feel this impact. Her battery gets knocked off, the ground cracks, you can see the movement of the slam. I love the illustrations in this. Is probably the best looking indie comic I've seen in a long, long time. It's so unique. There's other comics out there that look amazing and they're clean. This isn't necessarily clean, but I just love the look. Boom, she gets slammed through this thing, and look at this engine room. Look at all this detail. It's so cool. Like, what do all these little things do? Everything has to have a function, right? But we don't ever get to know everything, but just look at this engine room. We can just imagine all the cool stuff, how everything works. We get kind of, and it's kind of sad because this bad guy is like, oh, okay, boss, don't leave me behind. Oh, I promise you we won't do it again. So he got left behind before. And that's kind of like screwed up. But he's even crying like, oh man, that's so sad. You feel bad for this dude. But he's a bad guy. Rosemary's getting back up and she got just slammed through all those floors. And then she's like, oh, everyone, thanks for picking me up, but get the hell out of the way. And man, look how cool this lightning effect and everything. She's doing kicks. She's flying around. Oh, I would love to break down every panel and talk about every little thing that I see because it's just so cool. But I got to skip stuff and I got to, leave it for you to go by because you won't be disappointed. She starts fighting back. And I do like the use of color here, like how he was blue and now he's purple. And then Rosemary's armor is changing colors too. It's pink in one scene, then it's yellow. And I like that. It keeps your eyes from getting tired. It's constantly changing colors and stuff like that. I just love it. It's a very cool thing to do. And I kind of like how she is talking to this guy because you can kind of tell that he's just following orders and he's probably not that bad of a guy. And she's like, hey, if you keep fighting me, they're going to leave you here. And they're going to just take off without you because you're not going to be able to beat me so easily. They're not going to wait for you because they're bad guys. And, he's like, no, they won't. And I guess he had a Guyver-esque chest open, you open up your chest, the big power blast. And man, this is look at this face. I absolutely love all the expressions. She gets kablasted. Boom! She goes flying through a bunch of the floors again. Again, I'm skipping a bunch of the action, but oh, it's so good. Look at these cool, it's not a full shield, but it's just like a bunch of kind of like glass panels. And I could just imagine these things moving around and catching the lasers and stuff. I've never wanted something to be animated more in my life. This is so cool. I'm an animation guy. I love cartoons. Cartoon reviews are like my big thing, but I love comic books too. And, just this fight scene animated and keep it like this. It doesn't need to be clean. I don't want clean lines. I want it to look just like this, but in motion. Oh my God, that'd be so awesome. But the fight continues on. She has weapons. She has kind of like the shock stick thing and she's hitting him back, gets him down. And the bad guys are still loading up their thing. They stole all the jewelry and everything from everybody. Boom. She gets back to the thing. She has her big old gun cannon thing and it's hooked up to her big battery pack. And this was also shared on Twitter, so I'll show this one. Oh man, look how cool that is. I say stickers. Damn it, George, this needs to be a sticker. This is freaking awesome. But man, big explosions, but our bad guy isn't down yet. And I didn't know this, but apparently it was like a suit. I thought it was just a big dude, but he's like a little guy, and like I guess this was like his power suit. So this world has all kinds of cool technology. Kind of doing he's pulling a Chatsu. He's pulling a mini Chatsu here. Grabs onto Rose and grabs her leg and he's going to do a self-destruct. What a bastard. She kind of gets away from it a little bit, but her battery got severed. And I like the fact that her suit's like not unlimited. It has limitations. It has that big battery pack. She knows how to use it. She knows how to fight with it, but it is cumbersome and something like this can happen. So she's trying to call the doc. Hey, you've got to spare batteries like that. And he's like talking to her like everything's normal. She's in the middle of a freaking fight. They're trying to gun her down. She's dodging. She's sliding around. I want to see the sliding. I can just, in my mind, I see the animation of her sliding, the camera swooping around. Oh my God, it's so cool. She powers up her gun. And I love all the like holographic like aiming and everything. She's going to take shot. Boom. She has him dead to rights. I mean, she's shooting right into the cargo bay where all the people are at. Oh my God, she sees the guy she was dating. Freaking Songbird. She sees his face and he sees her and he's like, oh damn. She pulls the trigger. I'm like, oh damn. But oh, look at this. Look how beautiful this is. Oh, it's just ridiculous. She freaking missed. She did miss. She missed on purpose. And everyone's like, oh my God, thank God she missed. Take off. And there she is on her knees and everyone lost all their stuff. And the pirates are like, yeah, we did a good job and everything. But look at Songbird. Oh, look at him. Oh my God. He knows what's coming. He knows he just broke the heart of a chick that's going to come after him. And I don't know what she's going to do. This is, we get the full character of Rosemarie in the beginning, she's happy-go-lucky. She wants to have fun. She's a little eccentric. She's a little weird, but she has a good heart. And when I was thinking about the character, it reminds me if Samus Aran and Star Butterfly had a baby, it would be Rosemary. But she's like, taking off her armor and she's talking to the doc, basically apologizing for everything because all that damage that was done. And since she wasn't on contract or on bounty, it's kind of on them, but I guess they had insurance and everything. So it's that part of it's being taken care of, but she still failed. And she's like talking to the doc and, mistakes happen. It's okay. We can work on this. But she's like, no, I gotta take care of this. I have a lead, the killer Songbird at Anthramail. And that was Songbird's email address because on the previous issue during their date they're like, oh, get in contact with each other and keep in touch, and that was the email he gave her. So she's gonna hunt him down, and she's so serious right here. Even the art reflects that. We have these purples and blues and we kind of get back to like just soft warm colors, and she's sad that she failed, but she's pissed off. And she's probably in her mind, she's thinking, should I have just got those pirates? They're all bad guys. I let my heart get in the way. And all these things are just bouncing around in her head. And she has to, I got to go I have to solve this. I'm taking this on. She just basically tells Doc, hey, enjoy your vacation. It's up to me. It's okay. Just have fun. She's so somber. It's so, I've known this character for one issue, and I feel horrible for her because she thought she was going to have, a little happy time, some fun times with this guy, and they're on vacation, and then all of this. Not only did there was an attack, which you probably wouldn't have mind, having to deal with that, but the whole thing with Songbird just threw everything off. So, she's just I'm going to take a shower and I'm done with this. Doc's still trying to enjoy his day. He's good dating. He's going out with those two girls, whatever. And then, my God, look how pissed off she is. Oh my God, I don't want to be Songbird. He is in for some trouble. Definitely going to be backing the next issues that are coming out, 3 and 4. It's over on Kickstarter. Definitely, this story is super cool. I want to learn more about this world. I love how you don't always have to follow the rules of Earth. Like, oh, things should work this way, and engines look like this, and power energy should look like this. It's a fantasy sci-fi world. Just do whatever you want. And this is super cool. And man, I hope I live to see the day to see an animated version of this because it is absolutely fantastic. I cannot recommend it enough. It is the most unique looking indie comic I've ever read. And cool characters. I want to see what happens next. Do you think she's going to kill Songbird? I don't think she can. I don't know. But it's strange. It's one of those things where like she has the gun pointed at him and he's like in surrender mode and like, please don't kill me. I don't know if she's going to be able to pull that trigger, but if something happens and she's fighting other pirates and he ends up kind of saving, I can just see this going a million different ways. But wow, such a cool comic book. Pick it up. Support it over on Kickstarter. I can't say it enough. All the links in the description below. And if you can't back it, at least share it on your Twitter, share it with other people that like action comics and like cool characters and just people who love great art. Absolutely gorgeous illustrations, but I can't praise it enough. Definitely check it out. Crimson Saint here. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single upload. If you have any tips or story ideas, hit us up on Twitter at C15 Podcast, or better yet, join our Discord server, link in the description below.